Why do people leave, expecting you to wait? Why do they think they can walk away, only to return when it's convenient for them? Here's the truth. When she left, she believed she held the power. She assumed you would sit there, drowning in the weight of her absence, checking your phone, replaying old memories, waiting for the moment she might come back. But here's where she made a mistake. She underestimated you. The world has conditioned you to think that when someone walks away, you must prove your worth, that you must chase, beg, or somehow convince them that you're worthy of staying in their life. But what if I told you that the most powerful move you can make is to do nothing, to become so unshaken, so indifferent, so utterly focused on your own path that their absence becomes meaningless? She left, thinking you would break, thinking you would crumble under the weight of your own emotions. But no, that's not what a man of power does. That's not what a man of purpose does, and that's definitely not what a Stoic does. A man who understands the power of detachment knows that nothing outside of his control is worth his peace. This is where Stoicism and dark psychology come into play. The Stoics believed in one thing above all else: control over the self. You do not let emotions dictate your actions. You do not let another person's choices define your worth. You do not break over things beyond your control. And what happens when a man embraces this mindset? He becomes untouchable. He becomes the kind of man that people regret leaving, because while they were out searching for something better, he became better. The shift happens when you stop reacting, when you stop giving your energy to things and people who no longer serve you, when you stop waiting for someone who already showed you they're willing to leave. This is where your power begins. Because the moment you detach, the moment you turn inward and focus on yourself, something interesting happens. She starts to wonder. She thought you'd wait. She thought you'd be there when she changed her mind. But now she's the one waiting. If you're done letting emotions control you, if you're ready to reclaim your power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below, "I am in control of my emotions." Now, let's begin. Number 1, she expected you to break, so you must become unbreakable. She walked away thinking you'd fall apart. She thought you'd spend your nights staring at your phone, waiting for a message that never comes. She thought your world would stop because she left. But here's where she made her first mistake. She assumed she was your source of strength. A weak man begs. A weak man pleads. A weak man lets his emotions drag him into despair. But you are not weak. You are about to become something she never saw coming. A man who thrives in the face of loss. A man who takes pain and turns it into power. A man who does not crumble, but instead rebuilds himself into something greater. The foundation of Stoicism is resilience. It's about standing firm in the storm and refusing to be moved by things outside your control. And what's outside your control? Her choices, her actions, her leaving. Instead of breaking, you adapt, you evolve, you rise. While she expects you to drown in self-pity, you hit the gym harder than ever. You refine your mind, consuming knowledge, growing stronger mentally, physically, and emotionally. You double down on your purpose, your goals, your ambitions. Because the best way to show that you were never dependent on her is to thrive without her. And here's where dark psychology plays in. The moment she sees you standing taller than before, the moment she realizes she had no power over your emotions, she starts questioning her decision. She starts to wonder, did I really matter to him? Was I just another passing moment in his life? That doubt, that's where the regret begins. Most men give in to their emotions. They spiral, they react, they let the pain consume them. But you? Nope. You do the opposite. You embrace the pain. You transform it into discipline, into power, into an unshakable version of yourself. So let her expect you to break. Let her believe that she mattered enough to destroy you. And then show her that she didn't. If you're done being the guy who crumbles, if you're ready to turn pain into power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. Pain fuels my power. Number 2. The best revenge is silence and success. She's expecting you to reach out, to send that one last message, to check in, to show her you still care. She's waiting for you to prove her right, that you can't handle her absence. But here's what she doesn't expect: absolute silence. Most men make the mistake of chasing. They think if they just say the right words, if they just prove how much they care, she'll reconsider. Nope. That's exactly what she wants. Not because she plans to come back, but because it feeds her ego. She wants to feel desired. She wants to feel like she still has control over you. But what happens when you say nothing? When you vanish into the shadows and focus entirely on your own growth? That's when the tables turn. Silence is powerful because it forces the mind to wonder. It forces her to fill in the blanks. Why hasn't he called? Why isn't he trying to win me back? Was I not that important to him? That uncertainty, it's deadly, because now she's the one questioning her worth in your eyes, and while she's lost in thought, you're out there becoming the best version of yourself. Success becomes your response. Every second spent wondering about her is a second wasted on a person who walked away. Instead, you channel all of that energy into your fitness, your finances, your mind. You become so focused, so disciplined, so untouchable, that when she finally looks back, she doesn't even recognize you anymore. Here's where dark psychology takes effect. When you give someone nothing, they start craving something. When you refuse to react, you become the one in control. She left because she thought she had the upper hand. But now she's dealing with a man who doesn't need her validation, her presence, or her attention. That realization, it will haunt her. So, don't text her, don't call, don't post emotional quotes hoping she'll notice. Instead, disappear, focus, grind, and when she finally looks for you, all she'll find is a man who's too busy winning to care. If you're done begging for attention, if you're ready to let your success speak for itself, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My silence is my power. Number 3. Emotions are your enemy. Control is your power. Right now, your emotions are screaming at you. The pain, the frustration, the betrayal, it's all trying to pull you into a downward spiral. And that's exactly what she expects. She expects you to react, to show weakness, to prove that she still has control over your heart. But here's what you need to understand. A man who controls his emotions controls everything. Emotions make men reckless. They make you act impulsively, chasing after things that no longer serve you. They cloud your judgment, making you believe that love is about holding on, when in reality, power lies in letting go. The Stoics understood this better than anyone. They believed that true strength comes not from reacting to the world, but from mastering your inner self. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is where dark psychology comes into play. The less you react, the more power you hold. Women are emotional creatures by nature, and when they leave, they subconsciously expect you to be driven by feelings, to chase, to prove your worth. But when you do the opposite, when you remain calm, detached, and in complete control, it confuses them. It makes them question why their absence didn't break you. Imagine this. She checks in on you, maybe through mutual friends, maybe through social media, and instead of finding a man who's sulking, she sees a man who's thriving. A man who isn't bitter, who isn't lashing out, who isn't even fazed. That realization? It hits different. Because in that moment, she sees that she was never your center, never your purpose. And that's what makes her regret leaving. So from this moment on, emotions are no longer your enemy. They are your fuel. You use that pain as a tool for discipline, that heartbreak as a stepping stone to greatness. You no longer let feelings control you. You control them. And the man who masters his emotions, he masters life itself. If you're done being a slave to your emotions, if you're ready to reclaim your power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications and comment below. I control my emotions. They don't control me. Number 4. Indifference hurts more than hate. Hate is still an emotion. Anger still means you care. Even resentment is a form of attachment. And that's what she's counting on. She doesn't need you to love her anymore. She just needs to know she still matters. But what happens when you give her nothing? No reaction, no anger, no emotion, just pure indifference. That's when the real pain begins. See, most guys think the opposite of love is hate. Nope. The opposite of love is indifference. When you truly stop caring, when her name no longer sparks a reaction inside you, when her presence or absence means absolutely nothing, that's when you've won. She can handle your anger. She can even handle your sadness, because both of those emotions tell her one thing: you're still affected by her. But when you treat her like she no longer exists, that's a different kind of suffering. Dark psychology tells us that the human brain craves validation. If someone used to care about us, we assume we'll always have some level of control over their emotions. But when that control vanishes, when they're met with complete emotional detachment, that's when they start to panic. She thought you'd argue. She thought you'd try to prove something. She thought you'd show some kind of emotion, anything to let her know she still has a place in your heart. But instead, you walk away like she was never there. That silence, that neutrality, that cuts deeper than any words ever could. Because now, the story in her head changes. She's no longer thinking, he's hurt because I left. Instead, she's thinking, wait, did he ever really care? Was I ever as important to him as I thought? That seed of doubt, it grows. And the more she wonders, the more she starts regretting her decision. This is why true power lies in indifference. When you stop seeing her as someone worth reacting to, she loses all influence over you. She becomes just another face in the crowd. And that's when she starts chasing you. So let go of the hate. Let go of the anger. Let go of everything except your own peace. Because once she realizes that nothing she does can shake you, she'll realize she lost something far greater than she ever expected. If you're done giving energy to people who don't deserve it, if you're ready to master true indifference, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications and comment below. Nothing outside me controls me. Number 5. She thought you'd chase. Now she's wondering why you haven't. She walked away, fully expecting you to follow, to send those long, emotional texts, to call late at night hoping she'll pick up, to show her in every possible way that she still has power over you. But when none of that happens, when she realizes you've vanished completely, that's when the doubt creeps in. See, she was banking on one thing, your emotional weakness. She assumed that because you once cared, you'd keep chasing, keep proving, keep waiting. But when you do the exact opposite, when you disappear into complete focus on your own life, she starts questioning everything. Because here's the truth. People don't regret leaving when they feel wanted. They regret leaving when they feel forgotten. At first, she's fine, maybe even relieved. She tells herself you'll reach out eventually. She believes she still has control, but as the days go by, then weeks, then months, and she hears nothing, that's when the fear kicks in. Why hasn't he called? Why isn't he chasing me? Has he already moved on? That's the power of absence. That's the power of silence. When you refuse to play the game, you force her to rethink the entire script. And while she's caught in her own mental war, you're thriving. Your physique is getting better, your mindset is sharper, your energy is completely focused on things that actually matter, your goals, your ambitions, your purpose. You've stopped being the man she left, and you've become the man she wishes she had. This is where dark psychology flips the script. The mind fixates on what it can't understand. She expected you to break, but you didn't. She expected you to chase, but you disappeared. And that confusion? That's what makes her regret everything. Because now she's realizing something painful. You were never as attached as she thought. And nothing bruises the ego more than realizing you were replaceable. So let her wonder. Let her sit with her own thoughts. Because every second she spends questioning why you haven't reached out is another second she realizes she lost something she will never get back. If you're done chasing what's already lost, if you're ready to step fully into your power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I chase nothing, I attract everything. Number 6. The new you is a mystery, and that's driving her crazy. She thought she had you figured out. She thought she knew how you'd react, how you'd wait, how you'd suffer in silence while hoping for her return. But now, you've become a mystery. And that mystery? It's driving her insane. See, the human mind craves certainty. We want to know that the people we leave behind still think about us, still hold on to our memory, still carry some emotional attachment. But when you transform, when you disappear, evolve, and re-emerge as a completely different man, she no longer knows who you are. And that's what makes her obsess. Dark psychology tells us that unpredictability is one of the strongest forces of attraction. When someone can no longer read you, no longer predict your emotions, no longer understand what's going on in your mind, they start fixating on you. She goes to check your social media. You're not the same guy she left. You're sharper, more disciplined, more refined. You look better, you carry yourself differently. The weak, heartbroken version of you is gone. And now she wants to know who you've become. She starts asking mutual friends about you. She starts watching your stories, lurking, wondering, what's he up to? Has he met someone else? Why does he seem so different? And here's the twist. The more she wants to understand you, the less she actually can. Because you've outgrown her version of you. You've stepped into a higher level of self-mastery, one where her presence or absence means absolutely nothing. And that realization, it eats at her. This is why men who evolve after heartbreak always end up in a position of power. Because while she was expecting you to stay stagnant, you became something greater. You became the man she can no longer access, no longer control, no longer predict. And now, she's the one who's intrigued. She's the one who wants to reach out, to check in, to see how you've been. But you're already too far ahead to care. If you're done being the predictable, emotional version of yourself, if you're ready to embrace the power of mystery, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I am a mystery, unreadable, untouchable, unstoppable. Number 7. She left you, so she's no longer your concern. She made a choice. She walked away. And the moment she did, she lost the privilege of being a priority in your life. Yet, too many men make the mistake of keeping their ex in their mind, in their conversations, in their energy. They tell themselves they've moved on, but deep down, they're still checking her social media, still replaying old memories, still secretly hoping she'll come back. Nope, that ends today. The moment she left, she removed herself from your story. She is no longer your business, no longer your concern, no longer a part of the empire you're building. And if you truly want to step into your power, you must accept one thing. She is gone, and that is a good thing. The Stoics believed in radical acceptance of reality. They didn't waste time wishing for what was, or clinging to what could have been. They focused only on what was within their control. And what's within your control? Your focus, your discipline, your energy. You don't owe her anything, not a check-in, not an explanation, not even a second thought. She chose a life without you. Now, you build a life where she's irrelevant. Here's where dark psychology comes in. When someone realizes they no longer affect you, they start to question their own worth. She might have left thinking you'd always be an option, thinking you'd always be emotionally available. But when she senses that she's been completely erased from your mind, that's when the regret starts creeping in. Imagine how powerful it is when she asks about you, expecting to hear that you're still stuck in the past. But instead, she hears that you're thriving, focused, and completely unbothered. That shift? It destroys her ego, because now she sees what she walked away from. She was a chapter, but you're writing a whole new book, and she's not in it. So stop watching her life. Stop hoping for her return. She is no longer your concern. If you're done holding on to what's already gone, if you're ready to focus only on yourself, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. She is gone. I move forward. Number 8. A man with purpose is more attractive than a man in love. Love fades. Attraction shifts. Feelings change. But you know what never loses value? A man with purpose. One of the biggest mistakes men make is centering their lives around a woman, making her the priority, the motivation, the reason they wake up in the morning. But when she leaves, when she walks away, suddenly their entire world collapses. Why? Because they built it around someone who was never guaranteed to stay. But a man with purpose? He doesn't fall apart when a woman leaves. He barely even notices. And that's what makes him irresistible. See, women are naturally drawn to men who are focused, men who are building, creating, grinding towards something bigger than themselves. This is why you see successful men attracting attention effortlessly. They don't chase women because they're too busy chasing their goals. And that ambition, it's magnetic. Dark psychology tells us that humans are drawn to scarcity. When something is easily available, we take it for granted. But when it's rare, when it's hard to access, that's when we value it the most. And that's exactly why men who prioritize their mission over relationships become the ones that women chase. A man who is drowning in heartbreak, seeking closure, trying to fix what's already broken. He's common. He's everywhere. But a man who vanishes into his grind, who doesn't have time to care, who is so deeply focused on his evolution that he forgets she even existed. That man, he's rare, and women crave what's rare. The moment you stop making her your purpose and start making yourself your purpose, you shift everything. You go from being an option to being a mystery, from being a memory to being a regret, from being forgotten to being unforgettable. And by the time she realizes it, you're already too far ahead. So from this moment on, your energy belongs to one thing, your purpose, not her, not the past, not what could have been, only what's ahead. If you're done living for someone else, if you're ready to become the kind of man who doesn't need to chase, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below, purpose over everything. Number 9. She regrets it, but now it's too late. At first, she was confident in her decision. She thought she had it all figured out. She believed leaving you was the right move. Maybe she thought she could do better. Maybe she wanted to explore other options. Or maybe she just assumed you'd always be there if she ever changed her mind. But now she's realizing the truth. See, regret doesn't hit instantly. It creeps in slowly, like a shadow in the back of her mind. At first, she doesn't feel it. She's distracted, enjoying her freedom, convinced that she made the right choice. But then, as time passes, as the excitement fades, as reality sets in, she starts to compare. She meets new guys, but something feels off. They don't treat her the same. They don't carry themselves with the same confidence. They don't have the same presence, the same strength, the same energy that you had. That's when she realizes she downgraded. So she starts to check in. She stalks your social media. She asks mutual friends about you. She wants to know if you're still thinking about her, if you're still waiting. But what does she find? A man she no longer recognizes, a man who moved on, a man who became so focused, so disciplined, so untouchable, that she no longer has access to him. And that's when it finally hits her. She lost you for good. This is where dark psychology comes in. Regret is strongest when there's no way back. If you had begged, if you had chased, if you had waited, she would have never felt it. But because you did the opposite, because you walked away, because you evolved, because you became untouchable, She now feels the weight of what she lost. And that's the real revenge. Not anger, not resentment. Just the simple fact that you no longer care. She regrets it now. But it's too late. You're already too far ahead. If you're done looking back, if you're ready to leave the past behind forever, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I never go back, only forward. Number 10. She left thinking you'd wait. Now she's the one waiting. She thought she had time. She thought she could leave, explore her options, live her life. And if she ever changed her mind, you'd still be there. Still waiting, still hoping, still ready to take her back the moment she showed interest again. Nope, she was wrong. What she didn't realize is that when she walked away, she freed you. She thought she was breaking you, but all she did was remove a distraction. And now? Now you're untouchable. This is the moment where everything shifts. This is where she sees you, not as the man she left, but as the man she can no longer have. She checks in, expecting to find someone still caught in the past. But instead, she finds a man who has leveled up beyond recognition. Your silence? It made her question everything. Your success? It made her regret her decision. Your detachment? It made her obsessed. But here's the difference between then and now. You don't care anymore. This is the final lesson. Detachment is the ultimate power. The moment you stop seeking validation, stop hoping for closure, stop caring whether she regrets it or not, that's when you truly win. Because now she's the one waiting. Waiting for a text that never comes. Waiting for a sign that you still care. Waiting for a moment that will never happen. She left thinking she had all the power. Now she's the one feeling powerless. And you? You've already moved on. If you're done being the one who waits, if you're ready to step into your full power, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I move forward. She waits. Look at where you are now. The man you've become. The strength you've built. The mindset you've developed. You didn't just survive this, you leveled up because of it. She thought you'd wait. She thought she could come and go as she pleased. She thought she had time. But now, she's the one left wondering. She's the one looking back. She's the one realizing that she lost something she can never get back. And you're already gone. This is what true power looks like. It's not in revenge. It's not in proving anything. It's in not needing to prove anything at all. Because the ultimate flex is this. You no longer care. So keep building. Keep evolving. Keep rising to a level where the past is nothing more than a stepping stone. Because the man you're becoming has no reason to look back. If you're done with the past, if you're done waiting for anyone but yourself, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I never look back. This is Stoic Blessing. See you in the next one.